Hey, what's going on, people? Good evening. It's your boy Brown Baldy here, coming in with a bit of a special treat. How do you call it? I'm a geek at heart, and I love comics, manga, movies, video games, all that stuff. And one thing I enjoy is the battle between different kinds of fictional characters. There is a YouTube channel that is dedicated to that kind of stuff called Death Battle. I believe it used to be called Screw Attack, but for what I'm seeing here in the description, it's just called Death Battle. But they've done a lot of good battles where they'll get different characters from different genres, stories, etc. And they'll make them go up against each other, but not just go up against each other for the sake of going up against each other. For what I recall, they really study the characters, and they will put them up against each other. They'll study the weaknesses, the way they are, their feats, everything they've done, and they'll determine who is the winner. And usually very convincing. And they'll even towards the end of it, they'll have a reason as to why they won. This particular battle that just came up is very recent. It's their most recent, as far as I know. It's Ghost Rider versus Spawn. That's very iconic because when it comes to for those of you that are not familiar, Ghost Rider is a Marvel character. How do you call it? He's like a demon, rides a motorcycle with fire skull, fire flame and everything, chains of fire, all that cool stuff, right? Spawn is, I believe, from Image Comics, and he was created by Todd McFarlane. This is a battle between two, I guess you can call them, warriors of darkness, warriors of hell, warriors of evil. Not necessarily because they're evil, but the powers that they have are based on, the devil, hell, demons, etc. Just quick announcement before we begin. If you're watching, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, please do me a favor. Give me a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help your bro out. And, how do you call it? Enough rambling on. Let's see this battle. Let's see who wins. My money's on Spawn. But I could, but then again, Ghost Rider is not to be taken lightly. But either way, I said rambling on too much. Let's get on with it.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn.
The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon.
He's wielding that boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for one hell of a death battle!
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Here we go.
Go back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Make me.
For real.
It's nothing personal. Vengeance calls.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Sloppy, you fight like a bum.
You've earned your damnation.
Oh, damn.
Welcome to hell.
Ha. Oh, nice. they're both in the area where they both have, I guess, unlimited power. Oh, nice. Come on, Spawn, come on. There we go.
Vestments of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
Yeah, for real. Come on, Spawn.
Al Simmons, your sins are innumerable. I am here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
No, come on. There we go, come on.
Eat sin for breakfast.
For real.
Have a taste of your own goddamn
Exactly.
medicine.
He lied. He is the Prince of Lies. Wait, I'm an innocent.
Spawn has a very, pretty much the same shit, it's Penster type stuff. Oh.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
For real.
KO!
Yes!
God damn!
Literally. This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility.
Damn
Let's
right.
break this down into 4 categories.
First up, power. Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could
Yeah,
create
exactly.
universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bouts with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected. Even though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider may take power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill. He spent decades in military combat and
Exactly.
is a master martial artist.
For sure.
Whereas Johnny more so relies on his invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers, Ghost Rider was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds, warp reality. The Ghost
Yeah,
Rider
Spawn's
had
a
a
little
much
more
more
creative.
limited arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power, and the ability to scorch your soul to nothing, Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the Penance Stare. Just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the Lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos could.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before, like when Danny used the Penance Stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos are bonded in the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the Penance Stare itself.
And just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the other hand, actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power.
Pretty much.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up stealing his powers, which has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for
Sometimes power is
Zarathos'
not the
strength
only thing.
advantage to matter in the long run against his
The
crazy
ability to
ability.
overcome.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The
For
winner
real.
is Spawn.
Okay, so that was Death Battle. Ghost Rider versus Spawn. And like I predicted, or at the very least hoped, Spawn was victorious. Harikata, and I like how they explained it. Yeah, because even I have my doubts, you know, for what I've seen, Spawn has more feats, but it seems that Ghost Rider was arguably more powerful, which he was. But that's what I like about Death Battle. They don't just go on power, you know. They put so much into it, and they mentioned a lot of things that Spawn was able to do. Basically, compared to Ghost Rider, even though Ghost Rider had a lot more raw power, Spawn had more abilities, and that's what ultimately helped them. Spawn basically cannot really be killed at all, as far as I know. And especially, and Spawn eventually got more powerful as time progressed. Ghost Rider seems to be powerful all the time, practically invincible in most cases. So that's one thing that also you have to factor in. Who really struggled to get to the level where they are? And the answer is Spawn. But either way, I'm very glad Spawn won because I am a big fan of Spawn. I love that guy since I was a kid. And that was a really good matchup. So, yeah. Again, this is Death Battle. I think it used to be called Screw Attack. I guess they changed it. Now it's just called Death Battle, the channel. Either way, I recommend you all go over there, subscribe, support them. They have great stuff. I don't think they only do Death Battle. They do a bunch of other stuff too. But I mostly just care about Death Battle. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. This is your boy Brown Baldy, and you have a good rest of your night.